Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. Remembrance and realization settled upon me when it was made extremely known to me through my inner knowing, my intuition, and my clarity, and the wisdom that I receive, that frequency manipulation is being used against us. It's not just that the cosmic planets, the solar skies, are using positive energy waves in order to help and assist us. They're being bombarded and pushed aside, in some cases, by the frequencies that are being sent by the lower entities, by the demonic forces that want to keep us in suppression, that want us to feel anxiety or fear or doubt or dismay, maybe even look harshly upon ourselves, our direction, or what it is that we truly value, and the momentum in which we use to continue to stay positive and compassionate and pure in every move that we make. So we need to fight harder. We need to call upon our spirit team and the cosmic energy and give it the power that it needs through the wantingness to receive, the desire to enhance, the energy flows, the frequencies that are being sent in order to aid, help, and allow us to conquer, to put aside, to be able to see clearly the disruption, the distortion being sent by the lower energies, looking to keep us trapped or feel like we can't get out, that we're caged. And in one aspect, we are caged because they did put a frequency cage around this planet to keep the good energies away, but will allow the bad energies to culminate and to flourish. But we have the ability through our desired intention, by our intended compassionate movement, to see past the illusion that the lower energies are sending to us and allow the higher vibration that is coming to us in order to aid, assist, and enhance our understanding, our comprehension, our forward motion, and our ability to see clearly when they're trying to use the veil of confusion, illusion, and failure to be present within our existence. But we cast that aside, and we do this with our voice, with our intentions, and our clear motion. The movement that we take will help enforce the break that may be surrounding us with the frequencies that are being sent in order to hurt, harm, and hinder. But when we're able to recognize those frequencies, when we're able to use our own intent to change the direction, to not so much shift it away from us, but to transmute it, to change that energy, to allow a more vibration, a more vibrational frequency to settle upon us instead. We can do this. We all have the ability. So when you are looking at a world that's filled with tragic, dismay, trauma, trials, and failure, mixed with energies that are used emotionally to pull you downward, switch your mindset, switch your position, and think of something that brings you high energy, that brings you encouragement, that brings you the stability that you need to stand in courageous, brave form, to be an active force, propelling away the negative, not just from one place of this earth, but everywhere, for everyone. And when we all get together and lift the veil in our own little spaces, the trickle effect will go further, and it will lessen the hold that the lower energies have on us. And if you find yourself angry when you start to realize that you've been manipulated this entire time, use that positively. Don't hold on to the negative energy of anger, but transmute it and flip it into triumph, into a challenge that is easily able to overcome, to surpass, to rectify, by pulling those strands and bundling them in a different form and function. It gives us the ability to actually see the change, not bad, come over us, but the bad drop away and fade back into the area in which it came, which will stifle the lower energies, because they feed on all the negative emotions that each one of us has. So when we don't allow them to feed over that emotion, when we transmute that emotion into a doable situation that will uplift, unite, and interconnect everyone in a positive, loving manner, then we would have reversed the negative frequency hold, and we would have allowed the higher vibrations of all that is positive, pure, and possible, with forward motion and clear intent and a loving heart, to switch positions and help force the negative out and allow the positive to infiltrate our space, to resonate with our energy, to give us the ability to look past and find the value of whatever that was trying to hold us down, call it out, and banish it from our energy, and only allow the positive flow of the highest of intelligence, the highest of compassion, the highest levels of love, whether it be for self or for the environment or for your fellow neighbor, or even for the cosmic neighbors that are helping with sending the positivity, the love, and the light in waves of energy being gifted and guided toward us. When we all get together and eliminate the negative hold that may be upon us by transmuting that energy so that we can harness and benefit from the positive potential and the unlimited possibilities of having a higher vibration, not being held back or suppressed by negative energies, no matter how they come to us. And it could be emotions, it could be words, it could be thoughts, it could be movement, it could be action sent toward us by other energies looking to enforce their hold upon us. When we're able to realize this and cast them away, then that puts us in a very strong position. And when we call for the higher vibration and the loving energies to infiltrate our space, there won't be any negative hold choking us back or damping out the positive frequencies that the earth, the cosmos, and our divinity is providing us, so that we can gather up the strength and the courage and stand in the bravery that we all possess in order to responsively right the wrongs and kick away the dismay by letting it dissipate and fade away, and only allowing the positive energies that will give us interconnectivity, enlightenment, unity, and enhance our vibration even that much more, linking us to all the consciousness that are on the same track, the same path, the same intent as us, so that we will truly be a bond that can't be broken, that can't be infiltrated, that can't be suppressed. And we would have accomplished this by transmuting the energies. And if you're not sure what energy is negative or what energy is trying to lead you into suppression or domination, then look at how that energy resonates with you. Is it low? Is it dense? Is it sad? Is it fearful? Does it cast doubt? Because all of those things are low negative energies that don't want to let go of their hold on you. But when they offer you enlightenment, unity, interconnectivity in a positive, forward-moving path where your energy has the ability not only to increase in vibration, but to share that vibration and hold your position in a high place, maintaining the barrier, if you will, of suppression and letting it fade and allowing the positive high vibration to settle upon and enlighten and enhance every step we take on our path. That would put us in a powerful position, and when we all do this together, then we become a truly unstoppable force. And we do this by changing the vibration, by increasing the frequency, by blocking out the negativity and letting it fade away, giving it back to the Creator so that maybe love or compassion or even empathy can penetrate that field and shine light where darkness may have been, and use that to catalyst into the highest place that we reside, our highest consciousness, which is linked just by a hand, by an arm length, to the divinity that lives above us and within us. I believe. Do you believe? And I've seen the frequency manipulation. I've seen how it can hurt, harm, and hinder. I fully believe that frequency manipulation was used against me and that this is the after effect of it. But because my determination, my motivation, and my belief in me is so very strong, they couldn't kill me. They couldn't put me down. All they did was slow me up a little bit. But the positive energies that reside around me, that flow within my field and invigorate and enhance, and everything positive and pure that I know is within me, is blocking all of those negative attacks where they could have been fatal, but all they are is just a learning lesson and then a way to migrate through these frequencies until I'm able to dip inside of my own memory, my own realization, and fix all the parts of me that may have been targeted by lower energies looking to suppress, dominate, and stop me. But I refuse to allow any of those energies to take any type of hold upon me. I have never allowed negative anything to sit inside my circle and take over the light that I know that shines bright within me. And if you find yourself in any one of these positions, remember that you are worthy. Remember that you are needed. Remember that all of your talents are unique, individualized, and are very much needed. Because as each one of us wake up, as each one of us see the manipulation that's being used, whether it be in frequencies, vibration, or in attacks designed to suppress you, hold you down, or maybe second guess your position, then that puts us in a better position in order to help our energetic brothers and sisters. And when you think about it, we're all of the one. We're all specks, sparks, if you will, of our ultimate creator. And that gives us the ability to co-create with our creator a perfect ending to a tragic beginning and round out all the edges and pull everybody into a loving embrace and allow the positive potential of truly living and loving life to settle into our present moment, into our core, to brighten our road, enhance our structure, and provide the stability under the ground that we walk, or under the air in which we float. Because we are energy. We were first energy, and then we wanted to know what life was like in human experience. And that's where the trap was started. The trap was started because we migrated down here hoping to change the vibration, raise the frequency, add love and information, knowledge and wisdom to everybody everywhere, to allow the ability to see past the illusions and actually dive into the core, which is our frequency, which is our vibrational level. And some of us are here just to keep it high, to hold the ground, while others of us are here in order to show through positive forward motion and clear intent in movement that we control the destiny that we are given, and that we don't need to rely upon any type of entity, government, or negative energy, or even the medical field in order to set us free, because we possess all of those gifts. And when we're ready and willing and understand that we have the ability to change what it is that we perceive by broadening our view, by resonating with all that is loving and pure and of high vibration, it gives us the ability to use our discernment and migrate through the negative traps that have been set and laid for us since the beginning of our time here, and right those wrongs and shut that door and open the windows that allow light, love, and high vibration to settle into not only our corner of this wonderful place we call home, but to stretch and to trickle into everybody else's environment. Because when we stand in our sovereignty, then that gives other people the energy and the belief that they hold within them to straighten out their road and figure out what their true direction is, and then migrate in that manner. And I'd like to hope that you're all picking the highest vibration, where we can break free of the suppression, the hold, the detriment of the negative energies that are looking to feed off of us through frequency or vibration manipulation, and come out on top, where we are not hurt or hindered, but we gathered and maintain the lessons, the value, the wisdom, and the insight in order to sidestep, look past, go over, stay high in vibration, to allow only the best roads to flourish for us. The days of living in someone else's control are over. Now it's up to every one of us to be able to harness the right vibration, the right energies, to cultivate it within us by how we view ourselves and our position in this world, and then what positive movements are we doing in order to share this enlightened information with everyone everywhere. I know that it may be a little bit hard to understand if you're only just waking up, or if you're not quite sure and you still have some type of doubt within your system. But I'm imploring you to let that all fade away and to look for the interconnectivity and the unity and the link between our human form and our spiritual essence. And then not to run away from, but to enhance, to invigorate, to perfect the positivity that has always lived within us, and we apply our motion into making a difference that's positive and pure, and not just for one, but for everybody everywhere. And we can start this by holding on to a vibration, putting down a bad vibration, and allowing the frequency of love and living life to infiltrate our field and to surround us like a cocoon, to give us the energy, the transformation, the continued ability to go forward, upward, and reach our highest evolution through our development, through our link between the unseen and the seen, and our ability to look through the despair, the disparage, if you will, and see the better side of life that we can bring in when we all hold our vibration high and we don't allow the frequencies to infiltrate our field. This can be done through every different modality. So whether it's the radio, the TV, someone else, frequencies that are being bombarded within our field, and they're everywhere. That's part of the unseen. You don't see frequencies running through the air. You don't see an information trail, if you will. You can't see that. Our eyes in this particular space doesn't allow us to see what is being held in a different dimension, or that's being shielded from us within where we stand right now. But rest assured, they're all around us. And we have the ability, even if we are hit with frequency abuse, we don't need to just stay in that place. We can use our clarity and our wisdom and our knowledge to free ourselves by not giving that frequency any life to live. And I'm doing this. I'm not saying, okay, well, you know what? Half my body is compromised and they wanted me stopped, so I'm just going to sit down. I haven't sat down yet. Every day that I've been on the better side of life, right? Not in the hospital, not having, frequencies manipulate my energy field or cause damage to me on the inside or the outside. I keep moving. I keep lifting my leg. I keep flexing. I keep sliding my body into positions that will strengthen and enhance my physical form. And you have this ability too. Whether it's your physical form or your mental state or even your emotional wavelengths, you have the ability to control, to enhance, and perfect. You don't need to allow the outside energies to stop you, suppress you, or make you submit. Because if you don't give away your power, then that means that you're still working to achieve the highest vibration that naturally lives within you, waking it up and allowing it to fill your entire energy field. I'm doing this. You can do this. I believe in me and I believe in you. And I believe that frequencies and vibration is what's holding many people back from experiencing the lighter, the higher, the more spiritual side of life. So I implore you again to allow the frequency of love and the vibration of forward motion and compassion to fill you, so that there's no room inside for any type of negative anything to rest, to settle, or even to hide. It takes time, it takes commitment, it takes consistency, and it takes all the energy that you may have, but give yourself breaks in between. I know I do that as well, because I'm not going to be in a compromised position for that much longer, because every day I gain more and more strength, more and more clarity, and my vibration raises, holds, and stretches in a positive, compassionate, loving way. To everybody that I send energy to everybody that I encounter, and to everybody who is looking to receive the enlightenment and the forward motion that interconnectivity and unity does provide when you look at the entire picture and you consider the wholeness and the fullness of what life was supposed to be to what life actually has become through the manipulation of frequencies. If you need any more direction, please don't hesitate and give me a call. But most definitely, I do, suggest that you should research and you should find how the information resonates within your energy field and what enlightenment that you get and what direction is being provided to you and what moves that you've made that are breaking the boundaries between what used to be to what can be, and where you find yourself in the middle. I know that I see what was, I also see what can be, and I definitely see where we are today. And there's a lot of conflict because the manipulation has hit the multitude everywhere, and not everybody has the strength or the clarity because they've not yet become aware of the frequency manipulation that's being directed toward each and every one of us from inside the planet, not inside the planet, from the lower energies that reside within this enclosure. So we all have the ability to illuminate the negative and put more loving motion into the positive. That's not saying that you should look away from negative. I'm just saying that you should be aware of who is sending what and how it's affecting you, and the power that you have in order to straighten it all out and to find balance and harmony within your own existence as you venture into the spiritual side of life while honoring and embracing your physical form, your ability to think, to feel, to touch, to smell, to taste. All of your senses are keeping you in a position or allowing you the ability to go beyond. What position do you find yourself in? Do you believe that you have the ability to change and that you can bring change to everyone everywhere by controlling the vibration and heading your frequency in a direction to uplift and unite? Or are you allowing the suppression of the demiurges or the negative low dense energies to direct your moves? Because then that would mean that you gave away your power. So don't give away your power. Find your worth, find your strength, and remember that your power is your guiding force. To leave one mess and straighten it all out and allow doable situations to flow easily and effortlessly. When we all do this, it gives everybody collectively a stronger position in order to make your mark and fight the good battle and come out triumphant on the end. It may take some time, but if we don't play the game, if we don't direct the game and play it how we want it to be, then all that means is that we keep giving our power away. So let's all take control of the game and let's change the rules. Let's rewrite the story, and let's add triumph and positive movement to affect everybody's footpath everywhere. And when we all do this on a positive, intentional basis, the change will just come upon everybody almost overnight. And when you wake the next day, you'll be filled with a whole new way of thinking, being, and responding, where you know that love is the highest vibration and that it beats out any negative, low, dark energy every time. Because you can't make reason out of fear. You can't make reason out of doubt. You can only make reason out of information, knowledge, and wisdom. And we all have the ability to harness and enhance and embrace the better side of life. How many are willing to walk with me or start their journey, even if they're not quite sure how it will end? But holding faith and belief and knowing that your higher consciousness is leading you toward the righteous end, where everybody's on the same level, where we all have equal opportunity to raise our understanding, our comprehension, not be suppressed, but to break the barrier that was once holding us back, to allow the energies from our cosmic planets, from the divine, to infiltrate our space and to eliminate the hold of suppression just by holding, embracing, and conquering whatever lower energies were meant to put us down, and allowing the higher vibration to shine through like rays of the sun, giving us light codes, sound codes, and a stronger ability to pivot our mindset, to perceive a broader view, and to enhance and perfect all the positive virtue that lays within each and every one of us. It's choice. And I hope you choose the right choice. The right choice not just for you, but for the planet, for all of her inhabitants, and that we have the ability to shift the perception from negative to positive, from hate to love, from trial to triumph. We all have this power, collectively and individually. I can't wait to hear what your stories are. And if you've noticed the frequency manipulation and what you've done to protect yourself from it. I know I have crystals, and I have my clarity and my strong belief in me and all that is heavenly and pure. I've never faltered from this, and it's been a strong structure within me my entire existence. And for existences in past lives as well, because I've been perfecting and enhancing my energy each lifetime I've come. And I've not let the negative despair infiltrate my field or place me in a secure cage that is unbreakable, because everything is movable, everything is achievable, and everything that's positive and pure is definitely worth the movement, the energy, and the effort in order to receive. My lovely collective, no matter where you find yourself, I am always encouraging you to be the best version of you. From me to you, I offer you love and light.